here today with Warren Takimoto from Miller & Smith Foods in Ontario, and we're talking about them implementing the Minotaur Business System at their company. So can you tell me just first a little bit about Miller & Smith?
Okay, so Miller & Smith Foods is a food brokerage firm. So we kind of buy and sell food commodities. We are, I guess, the middleman, I guess is what you could say.
And what kind of products?
We do tomato products, so tomato paste, diced tomatoes. We do fruit juice concentrates, and then frozen fruits, so like your blueberries, strawberries.
And how do your products, where do you buy from, and how do your products get to you?
From all over the world. So we buy a lot of tomatoes from Italy and from California. We get our juices from South America, Europe, China, so from all over the world.
And so they would be coming, sometimes by sea, then possibly by rail car. Like these are big shipments.
Yes. We try and do bulk because that way you get the cheapest price for transporting it. So yeah, we have some by rail car. So rail car from California to Ontario. We have ships from, I guess, Chile all the way up to Halifax, and they get trucked in or they get shipped by rail.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So some of your products take a while to get to you.
Yes.
Okay,
Sometimes they take up to 2-3 months to get here. 'Cause
wow.
We have shipments from India that take a long time, and they stop in all the little ports all the way around, so
okay.
it takes a while.
And so I know that was a big challenge for you,
Yes.
as far as keeping track of things, because I know some of the challenges that when you were looking for software that you were trying to find something to meet, and was that you had products that would take a long time to get in, and sometimes you both knew information about those products from some of the multiple carriers that might be handling the product from the point it left to arriving for you, and you might even need to pay, for instance, for some of the shipping on a product before you even received it.
Yes.
And so therefore you also had some information, whether it be QC or duty, brokerage, any extra charges, all of those kind of things, again, before the lot of product even existed in your system. So how did you manage that?
So we had to do a couple things. We had PO attributes, so we could enter in sort of bricks or acid levels, anything like that that was specific to that lot that we wanted to put in. That was one of the big things that we wanted, as well as some of our shipments we needed to pay for in advance, but we wanted that cost to be, I guess, put towards the item as opposed to putting to a general cost, because we had to pay for it, but we didn't have the product.
You didn't have it in yet. So you basically had to establish those products as items even before they arrived, so that you could add costs and you could add information about those prior to their arrival.
Yes.
And so how has that worked out for you with the Minotaur system?
Great, yeah. All the costs are getting in there. We're using the landing factors and all that, so it's good. I don't think we have any complaints about that.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. And so that's so another thing I know you said on the order entry side is that a lot of your customers, because you buy some of this type of commodities, and you might be buying, say, tomato paste from one country at one time of year and from another country at another time of year, but your customer just orders tomato paste, for instance.
Yeah.
So there are certain suppliers that you have some customers who have a preference for, or certain, where they only want particular products. So you actually, I believe you choose the lot and look at the available products when you're entering an order and select that right then at that time.
Yeah, so as we try to do first in, first out, but then again, like you said, some customers only want product from a certain supplier. So we need to have that whole list out there so we can pick the lot that is from, let's say, one of our suppliers as opposed to the other one, and then send the order out to the warehouse, as opposed to afterwards they just do first in, first out regardless.
Right.
And then after we fill that in. So we had to do that beforehand.
Okay. And so you've got that ability now. How big is your warehouse?
Warehouse, I don't even know. It's a fair size. We do about 250 rail cars of tomatoes every year.
Wow.
So it's a lot.
Yeah.
And it's kind of high traffic. So we try and get things in, but then try and order it out right away, just so that we're not sitting on the product.
And did you undertake the traceability at the same time as you implemented the...
I'm not really sure how we did that one.
Okay, that's okay. We'll edit that out. Don't worry.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
Okay. Well, no problem. Well, thank you so much for taking the time
You're
to speak
welcome.
with me today.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.